Hello Year 7s, I'm going to show you a short little video of how we're going to create the correct proportions when we are drawing our portraits. So this is what we're hoping to achieve at the end, and I'm going to do it step by step for you. So the first thing you're going to need is a piece of paper, a rubber, a ruler. I've got an extra long ruler because I will need that at some point, and I have a photograph here for reference as well to help you. So the first thing we want to start doing is the face shape. We're looking to draw an upside down egg shape, holding the pencil at the end of the pencil, not like we're going to write, but so our wrist is nice and loose. So starting with a searching light line, what we want to do is start trying to make an egg shape. So it's rounder at the top, it's coming down to a sort of point and going up the same side. So like this. Once we've done a few of those and we can start to see emerging from those lines a face shape that we think, yes, I can see that. You then take your pencil and pressing a little bit harder, find that line. Might help you to do one side like that and then bringing this line round like so. Then taking the rubber, get rid of those excess lines because we don't need those, otherwise they're going to make our portrait look a bit fluffy. So rubbing away the lines we don't want and keeping that single line that we do. Upside down egg. Obviously everybody has different face shapes, but we will come to that a little bit later on. Once you've done that, you're going to take your ruler. This is my extremely long ruler. So obviously I'm working on a bigger scale to be able to show you. And I'm going to draw a line through the centre of the face, and I'm going to find the halfway mark. So this is 14 inches. I'm going to make a mark at 7 because that is the middle. I'm then going to draw a line across the centre of that, and that line is my eye line, so I'm going to write eyes there so I don't forget. I'm then going to measure from my eyes, from the eye line down to the chin, which is 18 centimetres, half of that is 9, so I'm going to make a little mark on the 9 centimetre mark, and then I'm going to again draw a line across here. And I'm going to write nose. Then I'm going to do the same again from the nose to the chin, which is 9 centimetres, half of that is 4.5. And I'm going to draw a line through that, and I'm going to write mouth. So now we start with the features. So if we look at this photograph here, it's hopefully easy for you to see that we have the width of an eye. The gap in between the eyes is actually the same as an eye. So what I'm going to do on mine, you won't need to make one quite as wide as this because I'm working on an A2 piece of paper. I've made a mark 2.5 centimetres and 2.5 centimetres. If you went 1.5 to 2 centimetres, that will be enough. So that distance is 5 centimetres. So I'm going to make a mark from this point to 5 centimetres, and I'm going to make a mark from this point to 5 centimetres. So you can see I've got an eye, the space of an eye, and an eye. I'm then going to, looking at this line here, we can see that that line passes through close to the very bottom of the eye. So I'm going to start drawing my eye here above this line, nice and lightly, just in case I'm not quite happy with it and I can rub it out. So again, searching, sketching line. And then the bottom of that eye just passing through there. So you can see. Now, can you see where this line dips up? Here, almost like the end of a lemon. This is where the tear duct is. When you look carefully in a mirror, you can see that your eye will do a similar thing, and then the irises come all the way down to the bottom. We don't see the bottom of the eye. We want to draw in the pupil, a little light reflection, and that's the first eye done. Might just put a little eyelid in there. So this eye, I need to try and match that. So I'm going to bring this line up and around. Curve, so it's steeper here and curves down. I've got my tear duct shape and my bottom of my eye, which there's more eye above. The iris I'm going to try and draw in exactly the same place to match the other eye, otherwise it's going to look a bit strange. The pupil is above that central line, and there's my rectangle and an eyelid line. Now for the nose, we take the ruler and we measure from the corner of the eye, very lightly draw a line, and the same for this side, edge of the eye, corner of the eye, straight down. That informs us where the edge of the nose is. Now this line here is going to be the very bottom of the nose, so to draw the nose we want to do a shape like that, so it sort of curves around and curves back up like that. There's our nostrils. The side of the nose, using that guiding line that I've just drawn, I'm going to make it a little bit wider on that side, and then I just add a little detail so I can start to see the form of the nose. This line here is the centre, the bottom of the mouth, so I want to bring my mouth line slightly above this in a line, and again we're going to use the features of the face to use as a guide. If I go from the edge of the iris down, the edge of the iris down, that will tell me where the mouth line ends. The upper lip, on some people, obviously lips are all different, curves up. We also have this part, which is called the philtrum, and then the lower lip. And here we have the chin. Okay. This is just going to straighten up the bottom of that. I realised that my chin line's a bit wonky. Now I've started to central everything. That's a bit better. So back to my edge of my eye. I'm going to bring that up. I'm going to do the same on this side, because this is going to indicate where the start of the eyebrow. So we want the eyebrow to curve around like that. Much better if you draw the eyebrows like this rather than block it in. There we are. So we've got two eyebrows. Now, if I then take a mark from where the eyebrow started to the edge of the head, this is the top of the ear. So your ears, which you won't believe, go all the way from your eyebrow down to the bottom of your nose. You can check all this by looking in a mirror. You'll see. Obviously people have differences in their ears. Neck. This comes down just past the ears. We don't want any little lollipop necks. We need a neck like that. Now, this is all starting to look a little bit more like a face, except we have an Eggman. So what we need to look at is think about is a hairline. So a hairline, again, depending how high your hairline is or how big a forehead you have, if I just slightly draw that in, you can start to see how that starts to make sense now. I'm going to give this some hair. So I'm going to start bringing that, and the hair actually goes beyond. Our hair is thick and goes beyond our, unless you're rocking a coronavirus crew cut, then we're going to see a little bit of hair coming above that line, and hair usually coming in front of the ear, particularly if you're a boy, and obviously some at the sides there. Okay, so that is how you draw the proportions of the face, and I'd love you to have a go. It's not about making it look like yourselves, it's about learning how we use these guides to correctly draw a portrait. So good luck. I can't wait to see what you do. Thank you.